Before we get started, give me a second. This is important. Look at this. It was once believed that within the beta version of Luigi's Mansion, there was a hunter ghost that belonged in the safari room. It didn't exactly end up being true, but there's a whole entire story behind it. Beta 64 has a whole video on it, but look, he designed this plushie based on the hunter ghost, and it's extremely cute, it's extremely specific, but it's really awesome plushie. He's got a campaign going to get it made. They need a lot more people to buy it in order for it to exist at all. So if this little thing, this cute little guy here looks like something that would interest you, like now, the campaign is gonna end like any minute now. So if you're hearing this, check this out. Go see if that's the thing that you're interested in. Because he worked super hard on the design. It's really cute. It deserves to be made. Like, it's not even gonna get made if they don't sell, you know what I'm saying? Okay, on with the video, thank you. Equivalent. Hello, my friends, we have finally gotten a second nice, meaty, juicy taste of the Mario movie. We got a real nice trailer revealing, I mean, it's pretty much like the trailer. It's the big trailer. I don't know, they'll have other trailers after this, but this is a lot. It's not very teasery. It's a big thing. There's a lot of different stuff. Shows you all different plot points of the movie. It's a big trailer. Reveals some characters. Let's talk about the trailer. I will say, there were some leaks that came out like yesterday. And in those leaks, there were like images that showed like a city. Basically, it's sounding more and more like this is confirming that yes, Mario came from the quote-unquote real world, which I hate. I'll probably make a whole video on that later. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But I was surprised to see this and see that none of that was in there. Like none of that stuff or like the imagery from it, you know, like there was like a poster that someone found or something, and I thought we would see that here. I thought the beginning of this would be like the beginning of the story, so I don't know, I guess we do still have more trailers to go. Maybe that will be the really, really big trailer, the launch trailer, whatever you call it. I don't really know. So that wasn't really here, but we did get a lot of other stuff. I'm gonna be jumping around kind of a bit here, just talking about different parts. Let's look at the parts. So it opens with Mario fighting DK in like a big coliseum, and this is pretty cool. Like when I first watched it through quickly, I thought, oh, it must just be like different Mushroom Kingdom people in the background. But no, this is like a DK style place. You got Cranky on a throne, and it's all Kongs in the background, which is super cool. This trailer is absolutely filled with Kongs, and I'm sure everybody is going through trying to figure out all which Kongs are there, which ones are accounted for. Mario gives his first little mutter of "let's-a go," which is, I'm sure, everybody's gonna really enjoy, just like Chris Pratt grumbling, "let's-a go." It's pretty cool. And then, you know, he gets beaten up by DK, because that's really what this trailer is really hammering home, is that Mario is like this bumbling idiot who's bad at everything. I mean, I guess if this is like an origin story, I guess. That's not Mario at all. In the slightest. I get that. I guess it's better for a movie, I suppose. Like, oh, of course, the main character is stupid and bad at everything, because that's how we write movies. That's how movies are. So, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. Seems a little obvious. It kind of feels like that's all of the humor in the movie is just going to be, look how much Mario stinks at everything. I don't really get it. That's not Mario. Whatever. So yeah, DK beats the heck out of him. At the beginning of the Direct, we got to talk to Seth Rogen, so it was a little disappointing not to hear Seth Rogen's voice as DK in this trailer, but we did get to see, as Miyamoto pointed out, this is a sort of different spin on DK. According to him, it's the first time that they have drastically changed his design since he first went into 3D, so I don't know, that's kind of cool. It looks fine, yeah, it looks a lot more like classic DK, but it's certainly fits the Illumination style. So a couple times throughout the trailer, we get a lot more baddies, and I like this because the previous trailer focused mainly on Koopas. You know, he's the king of the Koopas. Bunch of Koopas, but here we get all of them. We get all the classics. There's this one shot with this nice big spread, and it's loads of Koopas and Goombas and Shy Guys and, you know, all that stuff. So that's neat to see. Bob-ombs. I'm very connected with the Mario baddies. We've all seen them so many times, so they hold a very special place in my heart. And then there's the part with the Cheep Cheeps, you know, sucking on Mario's face or whatever. Yeah, it's cool. They're all here. All the classics are here. I can hope that there ends up being something of a Shy Guy character. I don't think it's gonna happen, probably not, but even just like a little sight gag, Shy Guy, maybe, fingers crossed. So we get to see a little bit of a scene of Bowser torturing Luigi, so that's fun. It's fun. He's yanking on his mustache. That's nice. We get to hear a little bit more Jack Black Bowser, and I like it. I like this a lot more. I think, you know, after the first trailer, I liked it fine. I just wish they had added something of like an effect, like a deep grumbliness to it or something. And they didn't do that, but Jack Black is a lot lower and growlier and grumblier in here, so I really like the delivery of these lines. I think he's gonna do a real good job. We also get our first real Charlie Day Luigi, and it sounds exactly, there's only one Charlie Day Luigi. He's gonna sound like this. It sounds like Charlie Day doing Luigi. I'm fine with that. That's what, the very first moment I heard it would be him. You can imagine it, and that's what it is, and cool. Yeah, works fine. And then back to Mario. We get to see a lot of stuff that Mario is doing. Yeah, being bad at platforming. They show a lot of platforming. Like, they're really incorporating the idea of these platformy obstacle courses in. I don't know, like, what part they play in the world and the story. Is this just for training? Or is it like, no, there are places where you're just gonna be, like, running and jumping and dodging fireballs? I don't really know. But we see a lot of that. Again, Mario just being bad at it because it's funny, haha. But we also get to see Mario doing actual plumbing, and that's this whole origin story thing. He is a plumber, which is funny because a few years ago, they were like, he's not really a plumber anymore. He used to be a long time ago, though, and I guess that is tying in with this. He really, really was a plumber. He's got his wrench, and, like, just seeing him looking at a leaking faucet in a very, like, normal, modern-looking bathroom. Pretty funny. Weird, surreal, but I guess funny, if that's the angle they're gonna go for, is the plumbing thing. So another first, a major first, hearing Anya Taylor-Joy's Peach, and it's, I mean, you know, again, it's what I would expect. It's Anya Taylor-Joy's voice coming out of Peach, and it fits fine. Sure, I don't know, yeah, sure. Why not? Gotta say, they did not waste any time going full, like, just, like, awesome Peach. You know, like, we didn't have to be like, oh, it's Peach and she's a little princess, and then, like, every once in a while she goes full business mode. No, like, she just goes straight there in this trailer. Puts on the suit and, like, grabs a halberd. Like, since when since when is Princess Peach's thing a halberd? Is this a piece of lore that I'm missing from one of the games or something? She's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab this halberd and I'm just gonna go chop Bowser's head off. That's what's gonna happen right here. I don't know who she's planning to fight with that thing, but that's awesome. Other little details in there, you know, shows Peach touching a fire flower, and then at one point it shows Tanuki Mario flying around, so, like, they're definitely incorporating the power-ups and stuff, which is cool, which is very, very cool. Incorporating everything they possibly can into the movie, building the actual things, like the parts of the Mario universe, and building them into the actual world. Again and again, we're seeing that they're doing a terrific job of it, of just, this is a Mario adaptation. This is a very accurate Mario adaptation. It's not leaving any blank spots. It's not like, well, this whole facet of Mario just doesn't work for the movie world, so we're not gonna, like, no, they're bringing it all. There's all sorts of stuff. You know, we got a herd of Yoshis. We finally got to look at some Yoshis, big herd of them running by. Super cool. Got a little chills at that part. That's just awesome. You know, we got a lot of big landscape environment shots, a lot of cool stuff. We already knew that the environments and landscapes in this movie were cool. We've already seen a bunch. We saw even more. Very neat. And then if you want to talk about Mario things getting introduced into the movie, I did not expect Mario Kart to make an appearance. I mean, like, it's not that it doesn't make sense. I just didn't expect it. I thought, like, I don't know. I feel like if I were making a Mario movie, I don't know, I'm focusing on the mainline Mario games, but it's genius. Bringing in Mario Kart is genius. They're even running on Rainbow Road or some sort of rainbow-colored path, you know, equivalent. And that's terrific. And all the Kongs are behind him. Everybody's riding a kart. That's cool. That's just that, if anything. You know what? I recorded my reaction, and there wasn't really anything interesting or reacty about it, except for that part. We're going to play it right here. Here's my reaction to that part. Whoa, it's Mario Kart 2? Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's on Rainbow Road! Oh! Oh my gosh, there's a whole kart part? Oh, that's cool! That's so rad! Oh, yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's more or less the new trailer. I mean, okay, one more thing to mention. I don't know if this means anything. Okay, Peach says a thing. She says, It's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies. I don't know if like the galaxy is just like kind of a reference to Super Mario Galaxy or something. And she's like, we gotta save them, all the universes. So it's making it seem like the Mushroom Kingdom is one universe or whatever, and all the other places, the Penguin Place and wherever Mario comes from, it kind of sounds like they're all different universes, and it's not just like Mario comes to the Mushroom Kingdom where there's all this stuff. It kind of sounds like they're jumping between, which, I mean, that would kind of make sense. That's why DK is kind of in his own thing, and he's never in the mainline Mario games, because he's off doing his own thing. Is this canon? Is this canon in the games, too? These are all different universes, and that's why, like, you can't walk to the ice place. You just, like, go through a pipe to get the ice place in a lot of cases, because it's a different universe. Our warp pipe's taking us through universes. I don't know. I'll let the other game theorists do that one for me. I'm too tired. But yeah, it looks good, just like last time. It looks really good. It looks visually appealing. It looks very faithful to Mario. For me, the humor, I mean, I knew this from the start. The humor's not gonna do it for me, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm gonna grumble about it. Every joke that they have made in the trailers so far has just been kind of like, okay, yeah, that's a joke that you do in movies. You know what I mean? It's all the same old, oh, you gotta do all this stuff, but no pressure. You know what I mean? It's just kind of obvious copy-pasted. No one wants to hear me talk about that, though. I'm just saying, I know the humor's not really gonna click with me, but there's not been anything egregiously bad so far. It's not like some kids' movies I'll watch the trailer and be like, I would pay to not have to subject myself to that. It's not that, so that's good. At least it's kind of fine. But everything else, the characters and the visuals and the references and just everything, it looks fun, just like last time. It just looks really cool and really fun, and I'm still really excited to see it. I hate to end on something of a negative, but I do have one more thing to say, and it's a little upsetting. But I feel like everybody has already been kind of feeling this, especially since the first trailer. But it was the first trailer, so we really didn't know for sure. But now that we have a second one, I am pretty confident in saying that, at least from my perspective, Chris Pratt is bringing this movie down. Everyone else is bringing these fun, vibrant, funny characters. They're all doing it. He's not doing it. It's not even just like, his voice already doesn't really match. It's just a generic guy voice. But I don't know like what's going on in his life or what, but like he's not even bringing his usual self to this role. Everything Mario says sounds just flat. That's what it's just flat and lifeless. Even in these like big action scenes, he's just kind of like, whoa, oh, get it off. Like it just sounds like he's not even trying. And in this trailer that's just so like happy and colorful and full of life, he's this little tiny black hole. And every time he says something, it's just kind of like, ugh. I don't know. It just, more and more, he's seeming less like a character and more just like a name. Chris Pratt. Why? Because Chris Pratt's famous. Just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with, you know, how they cut lines together in the trailer, and often a character is saying a line that they're not really saying in the part that you're looking at, and so I keep trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just not feeling it. It's so low energy. It's so just blah. So, I don't know. I really hope he doesn't end up actually he's the main character, though. We have to listen to him the whole entire time. I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive about it, but at least right now, it feels like Chris Pratt is just not made for this, and he's not bringing it, and he's kind of bringing the project down. But what do you think? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I a little wrong and right? What are some cool little visual details? I didn't see in well, you don't know what I saw. Whatever. I'm just saying, it's the thing you say at the end of the video. So go down in the comments and, you know, talk about the video or the trailer or whatever. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, and let's go.